Again, we can deal with this surgically. So we do the same thing, same mechanics. Here you can see a deep pipe. You can see all the lower incisors. Kept on going. So now we're actually extruding the upper. So here's the progress. He's only showing his bottom teeth here. Now you can actually see the upper teeth with braces. So even these massive breaky cases, you can actually make pretty good progress and actually be able to maintain the vertical dimension better by making huge change. If you make a small change, you will relax. So let's take a look at more. What if your patient doesn't want any MIs? Don't want to do this without the implant. It can be done if you have a good cooperative patient. So here again, almost parallel upper lower jaw. He's a lot of damage to your teeth. He was not class 3 patient in the past. Now he became class 3 by grinding away all of his teeth, rotating the mandible. Gets worse and worse. He really wants to restore his front teeth, but his dentist was having a difficult time restoring them. So this is what we have done. We made a lower biplate. Initially it was covering all the teeth. We cut off the posterior section like this and have him run vertical elastic. Just dents, no wire at all. So these are individual tooth movements. So we're extruding the molars with vertical elastic. Again, more correction you do, more stable he's going to be. So look at how much opening we need. Big jump between 5 and 6 years. So this is how he is after molar extrusion. So at this point, we cut the plate even smaller. We cut away the 5s and work on 5s. 4, so on and so on. So by the time you get to about canine area, you throw away the small plate, put from braces, and extrude as much as you need to. In this case, we're not going to extrude a lot in the anterior because it will be his front teeth will be restored. Probably get this canine closer together and leave the incisors so that we get vertical extension of his teeth. So here's how we started. He's wobbling his way up in vertical dimension increase. Let's look at this extreme case. The 30-year-old lady was presented at orthodontic seminar. And oral surgeons didn't know what to do with her. That's why they brought this case up. She's a 30 but looks much older, right? What happened to her? Looks like she's a denture patient. It's pulled out of the denture. Right? Well, 2003, this is how she looked. And something happened in this 13-year period. She went from here to here. If you just look at her face, though, looks like somebody knocked her teeth out. So this is how we started, and over the years, she showed us her photo. Something happened in this area here. Her vertical dimensions started to left, and she ended up looking like this. So her etiology was the medication. She has anxiety problem. So her medical doctor gave her this medicine. So one of the side effects of the medicine was clinching. So she created vertical collapse just by her clinching. So this is how she was, almost parallel. She had braces before. So one time she had good occlusion. So what happened was medication caused her to clinch. That's a closure muscle activity. In turn, molars got intruded. So mandible rotated in counterclockwise manner, and her anterior teeth flared forward, compensation. And when you look at panel, you can see this apex of the molars or sitting above, higher than the cortical plane. Even the lower ones, you can see not much space between apex of the lower molars and the lower border of the mandible. Probably should be right at the base of one. You can see a 3-to-3 lingual retainer. She had orthodontic treatment one time. So what do we do here? Well, I thought before we do anything, we need to get rid of the medicine, right? Get rid of the main etiology. So we contacted the physician, slowly got her off the medication. Biofeedback mechanism, switching to different medicines, so on and so forth. Now we have to do something with her masticatory force. We have tremendous collapsed masticatory muscle here. So we decided to apply Botox in order to reduce the strength of the closing muscles. And we create orthotic to open up her bite initially. And then we will extrude back the molars. And then finally fix the flares of French incisors. And that was our plan. So here, similar to before, we made a plate with acrylic high plate. And we cut off the molar area. So she'll be running vertical elastic to extrude the molars. And then once we got the molars together, we'll cut this up here, and we'll run more vertical elastic to extrude the premolars. And then eventually, we're gonna adjust the interior. So final outcome will look something like that. That was our VTO. So she came to UCLA clinic May of 2016. So we made her play like this. This is after the molar extrusion. And if some of you may wonder how much can you extrude, you can extrude a lot. As long as you're in pace with the bone remodeling, yeah, you can extrude everything. So 5 months, we were able to get these molars to come together. Happens very quick because we don't have any arch wires there. Against your extrusion. So we're trying to recapture her vertical dimension based on previous photograph. So we started from here, we recaptured the vertical dimension like this. Now we are cutting off the premolar area and working on the mid segment. 10 months into treatment, the 5s are moving up. Kind of got stuck with the 4 for whatever the reason. She got very impatient. She wanted me to put her front braces and start closing. So we decided to get rid of the plate. She's wearing a bunch of vertical elastics. And we wanted to make sure that the bones following the teeth, we don't have vertical defect or anything like that. So this is how we started. Artificial opening and trying to get her teeth to come together. So this was the disaster here. We captured the vertical dimension. So we're trying to get this vertical dimension to be similar to her 18 months, she was getting tired of rubber bands. So we decided to put implants. And on the O1A stem as the loop. Every time she comes in, I squeeze the loop here and loop here, open up the length. Continually extruding her So here you can see contact between her femoral front teeth. So 24 months into treatment. Because we increased our vertical height. Now we just got better detailing to do in premolar area. So this is hopefully we can finish her treatment this year. And she agreed to a publication, so hopefully we can publish this data. So let's switch our gear to AP, class 2 growth modification. Okay, when we deal with the class 2 patients, traditionally in US, majority of the orthodontists favor the gear. But European countries have a different idea. They thought that most of the class 2 patients are patients with retrognathic demand. They wanted to enhance the growth of demand. So today I'm gonna talk mostly about functional appliance. I don't have time to go over both of these categories. So what are the complications associated with the functional appliance therapy? Well, we all know that it's a tooth-borne corrector. So invariably we're gonna flare the lower incisor, which becomes a very common contraindication for implants. What about the upper? We're going to distalize the upper teeth, retrocline the upper incisors. Most importantly, functional appliance has been controversial, very politically motivated probably. Some people don't think we can really grow the jaw. It's mostly dental-alveolar changes. And there has been long debate between whether we can truly grow the jaw. A lot of it is because there are significant dental-alveolar changes. So it's very difficult to isolate those little skeletal changes you got. And my background is in mathematics, so I understand this very well. Even if you were able to grow the jaw, it will be very difficult to prove statistically, because the range will be so wide. Amount of the true skeletal growth will be limited because the majority will be dental-alveolar. So let's look at this illustration. Functional appliance is a tooth-borne. Throughout my presentation, you're going to see two different colors. Black means dental movement. Red means skeletal movement. So functional appliance is a tooth-borne. So you're going to get both, some skeletal and some dental. So when you push against the bottom jaw here, jaw may grow, but teeth will hopelessly flare. And upper teeth will retrocline. Okay, let's look at it again. That's what usually happens. And this change sometimes is overwhelming. That's why it's difficult to isolate skeletal changes and prove you can actually grow the jaw. And many researchers about that. I don't have time to go through all of this, but generally you can all agree there's a skeletal component and dental alveolar with functional appliance. Any articles? So my idea was, what if we use MI and tie up all the teeth, so teeth cannot move? So with the true skeletal correction, then we can actually measure changes in skeletal only, without being all messed up with dental-alveolar changes, which is often larger than the skeletal change. So here's a patient with class 2 with obvious retrographic demand. A and B was quite significant there. Lower teeth are flared. So here what I've done was I placed MI posteriorly. We're doing en masse retraction of the lower teeth. We're moving the teeth posteriorly. And here, I'm using forceps here, but not the way that forceps should be used. You can see I fully overloaded the spring here. So patient was forced to binding class 1 relationship. So although I'm using dental appliance, forceps appliance, I'm using it as herbs. Because I'm a lazy guy. I don't like to take impressions and send out for appliance. I like to do the whole thing in the clinic. So I'm substituting herbs with the forceps. So here you can see class 2 instantly became class 1. So about 10 months later, he became class 1. Then we did the detailing. So you can see class 2 became class 1 here. Facial change. You can see a little bit more chin there. And let's look at the supplementary x-ray. whenever we do functional appliance therapy, we have to make sure the canal is seated all the way when we compare.